those values you talked about, and that prayer, that sense of prayer and going to the Lord. A lot of that was learned right here in this room that we're in right now. In the sanctuary of New Hope Person. Tell me a little bit about growing up in this church.
Church was mind-blowing. You know, you found hope here, you found love, you found help. Help, when I talk about help, I'm talking about help that will strengthen you in your weakness. That's what you got out of this church, a family church. It was still a family church because even though people in the church wasn't kin to you, they became your family. People prayed for you and showed you things and showed you morals and stuff like that in the church and taught you. Mother Century, I'll never forget her. She was our Bible study teacher. She was about 80 years old when she came 78 or either 80. That woman was the awesome Bible study. She made it plain where you could understand where you wanted to get to really read the Bible. All that happened right here in this little church right here. The gatherings, the teachings, and all that. At New Hope, right here, the love, the affection, how people just take you up on the wings. We got a lady named Geraldine Allison. She used to pick up all the kids in Timberlake, Soul City, when they were young, bring them to church, load them up, take them to youth Bible stuff, away and stuff like that. We had people doing that, loading down the station wagons, the back of the station wagon, the front of it be up in the air like this. Had so many kids. And but growing up in this church was amazing. It was amazing. It was a little different because the reason I say it was different is because if you strayed away and you came back, you still had love here. Some place when you stray away and try to come back, you don't get love. But here you got love and stuff like that. And I thank God for my church family. I thank God for the pastor here, W.L. Richardson, you know, the angel of the house. I just thank God for just keeping all of us, you know, being kept. But no, sometimes people just want to be kept, but when your heart is healed and God is keeping you and healing your heart at the same time, that's a difference. I'm telling you, people don't understand that. Being kept and healed, it was just, I love this church family, and by me working all the time, because we were short of help and stuff like that, weren't able to come to church and stuff like that, so I had to watch it on FaceTime Live and stuff. It's all right, but it ain't the same like when you in fellowship with one another. That makes a difference. And God is going to make a way to get me back at church and cut out all these hours. Amen.
All right. As you were growing up, you eventually got to Person High School.
Amen.
Where you were a notable athlete. So talk about some of your love for sports that I know you and members of your family have.
Oh, yes, sir. I picked up a basketball. It was the summer. I was in the 5th grade. That's the first time I ever picked up a basketball. My cousin and my oldest brother, they had a goal in the back of my mama's house. And that's where everybody met at my mama's house. And all he had me doing was passing the ball in. So after I passed the ball, he passed it back. And I couldn't pass it back to him, so I shot it and it went in. And it was over. After that, I fell in love with basketball from one shot. And I worked constantly during the summer. Then when I got to Person Senior High, Southern, I met a lady named Kitty Horton. Oh God, she became my best friend, y'all. She bought my first pair of Converses. She was, I just loved her. She was truly a friend and stuff. She would let me stay after school during the summertime, let me come in and just practice, dribbling with different hands, my left and right hand and stuff like that. And I just shot ball all day. Then when I got to Person Senior High, it was a different story. I was practicing with, I was in the 9th grade. They would come over to the school and get me to practice with the varsity boys, Reverend Clyde Glass, Terry Rogers, and I learned a lot then too. And I thought it was a privilege, to practice with the young men, and it made me better. But I had just the love of basketball. I played softball too, but basketball was really my sports. And then I got a couple nephews. James Allen, my baby. He was pretty good too. My nephew, Kevin Allen, we call him Bucket. He was pretty good too. All of them was outstanding. To me, they was outstanding, not just pretty good, because I was pretty good. And I wanted to make sure everybody around me was better than me. So if I think I'm pretty good, you can be better than me now. You can do this. You always try to uplift people. See, sometimes some people are talented to play ball and some people are gifted. And when you're gifted to play ball, it's different than being talented. So you make everybody better around you than you are. And that's just staying humble. Just stay humble and everything will work out. Then I got this nephew. My birthday is June the 2nd, y'all. Guess when his birthday is? June the 2nd. This is my baby. His name is Darius McGee. He's a very gifted, talented player. And my sister that has passed on, that was her grandson. She loved this little boy. I mean, she loved him so much. She bought him a rubber ball to play in her house when he was like yay high. And he would have a clothes rack shooting it in there. But Darius McGee is, he's awesome too. And book smart, all of them was book smart now. You got to be in that book. You got to stay in it. Just like you got to stay in the word of the Bible, you got to stay in the word of them books in school too. Because basketball ain't going to be with you all the time. You see, I don't got older now. See, but all these guys are awesome players and they're very respectful too. They love people. They are a people person. They will respect you and they'll care about you too. And that's why I love about my family, the respect that they have for other people. But all these little guys can play ball now. All these, I think they were better than me. Even though some of them, I had this, it was this commentator, his name was on the radio, because that's the only way you could hear our games, was on the radio unless you went to him. His name was Winky Wickelson. He used to call me Sky High Allen, because I was in the 7th grade slapping the backboard and the ball was going in. That was then. And then when I got the person, my mom and the next door neighbor, Miss Jessie Bailey, would come in with my sister. My sister would bring them to the game. And Winky knew that was my mom and because they came in church clothes with the church hats, the church dress, and the church shoes. And he would say on the radio, "With Debbie Allen's parents are here, her family's here." And I thought they were awesome when the crowd would tell me and stuff like that. But everybody got to have a support team. If you ain't got people supporting you, it's a different feeling and stuff. But when you look out there and see your cousin Tom Pettiford and your cousin Pam Pettiford, that's the loving sister. To your right, they cheering you on. Then you got your sister, your older sister, you got your mom, you got your neighbor, Jessie Bailey and Jessie Fuller cheering you on and stuff like that. That's why I carry this rag, y'all, when I go to church. I'm always cheering for Jesus. Because he don't did so much in our lives that no other man could do. No one could do. So when you see me at a singing and you see this rag twirl, that means he done brought me out some stuff, that's all. But basketball is good. Basketball was great and I loved it. And Michael Jordan, I'm telling you, Dr. J, it's so many you could name, you could go back. But my road idol, I could have went to any college I wanted to. But my road idol was my mom. I could not leave my mom for nothing in the world. And she wasn't sick. I just couldn't leave my mom. She was my hero.